And then
the one that gave me the most anxiety was the glass. Jumping the glass.
Yes, totally.
That was intense.
But then so they pull them off the edge, and then they still hang there for a second before the thing drops. Hi, and welcome to the FRANKENTHINGYAX podcast. I'm Frank, and I'm here.
I'm Sam. And I'm here.
Sam's here, the OG of my podcast.
What's on your forehead?
A hat? What do you mean what's on my forehead?
Oh, did you bump your head? You got like a big old thing on your forehead.
What do you mean?
Right there where you're touching.
Where?
Right above your eyebrow. It's like discolored and everything.
Maybe it's just from my hat?
Oh, I don't think so.
It's gotta be from my hat.
I just noticed it. Alright, anyways.
Pop. Your sister looked at my story. Does that mean she likes me?
It does not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I've seen her at Target.
I know.
Again.
You told me.
The second time.
I know. She goes to Target a lot.
I've been at Target like 3 times in my life.
And you've seen
2
her
times.
3 times?
Yeah, I swear to God.
You're going to start going more so you can run into her?
Yeah. Accidentally run into her.
You're silly.
I mean, nothing. She was walking out as I was walking in. And I was just like, what's up? She was like, hi.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
I saw her at Walmart the other day. Actually, Logan saw them first, and he started yelling for Cam across the parking lot.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, there's Cam and Aunt Sandy. And I was like, oh, I see them. Hello. Yeah, she was coming out when we were going in.
Boom. It felt kind of awkward, though.
Why?
I think it's my fault.
Probably. That tracks with your record.
Then, okay, so I go to Target to buy a frame for my art that I put in the art show.
Oh, right.
That's the whole reason I went to Target, right?
Oh, okay.
I go to Target after work because I entered into this art show. I did this barn in a field. A barn in a field, which is super fucking lame. It's so goddamn lame. I was like, I'm going to make this artsy, and then maybe people will be like, oh, yeah, it's good. I get it. And it's totally like, looks like Ohio. And then I'd win or something. And then I did it, and now I look at it, and I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this thing. This thing sucks. It's so goddamn boring. Did you look at it?
I did.
It's super boring. Like, here, let me show you a better photo of it.
I mean, it's a nice picture, but yes, it's very safe.
It's like super boring.
Yeah, it's very safe.
But I tried to do it like painterly or whatever.
You should have done something like abstract, like with ghosts and shit. Something
Ghosts
more
and
your...
I don't know. It was the Lake
style.
County Local Artists Contest thing.
Right.
And it's
but people like abstract art that they don't understand. They just
as long as it's weird and flowy and makes you feel something or think of something,
right.
I guess. But I don't exactly even know how to do that. I have to do some practice ones first, and I thought, I don't know. That was my attempt at
safe bet.
Realistic art that I would see somewhere or something. I don't know.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe other people would like it, or maybe even they would be like, no, we'd totally buy this. Like a company or something would be like, we'll put this in the hallway. Right. We'll spend $200 on this.
Nobody's spending $200 on that.
You're the second person to be like,
yeah.
How much did you put? You didn't put like a ridiculous price like $200. I'm like, that's exactly what I put.
Right. Yeah, it's totally ridiculous. $50 max is what I would spend on some. Well, I wouldn't even buy a random. Probably not buy a random picture from an art show that I wouldn't go to. But yeah, $200 is stupid.
It's a solid price for solid art from a solid artist like myself. I didn't phone this in though. I did 3 layers. I drew it with pencil, and then layer 1 I used watered down acrylic for like the base color, blue sky, yellow, grass, and some green, and then like a really light for the barn. And then over to make the field look like grassy or whatever, I used colored pencil, and I did like a bunch of fucking scribbles.
Yeah.
And then I did oil pastel over top of it. Like I didn't phone this in. This didn't take me less than an hour to do. This took me like 4 hours to do.
So you think you deserve $50 an hour?
Yes.
No.
Not only that, but before I even started, like, it looks boring and easy. That's because I make it look easy. That's the point of having this type of experience. That I was doing it in my head before I started
that does not
I was doing it in my head before it started, and I even did a practice one on like a small sheet of paper with like pen and crayons.
All right.
So that's why it's worth $200, because there was a lot of time and effort put into it, plus my vast knowledge of art throughout the years and my experience.
Yeah, no, it is not worth $200. Sorry.
I put a nice frame around it.
How much is the frame?
At least $20.
Oh, all right. So
it's a deal. The frame comes with it.
$20, you can do $40.
The frame comes.
They can
The
just
frame
pay double
comes
for the
with
frame
it.
and
So
throw out the picture.
technically, it's only $180.
Yeah.
So face.
Nobody cares about the $20 frame.
What are you talking about? It's a nice frame.
That's not the point. Milo's running around.
So what was I talking about? Target, your sister. I go to Target to get a frame because it had to be framed because they're gonna hang it up at the art show. It's a fancy art show. It's the first art show that I entered.
Right.
Sam.
I know. Congratulations.
I mean, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Right? It's gonna be open October 8th.
I know. Which we have that Halloween thing.
That's okay.
At the farm parks.
I didn't hear back from him yet, so I probably didn't win shit.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still gonna pop in, look at the other stuff.
Yeah, look at the other art.
And it's gonna be on display all month. So.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Speaking of my sister, she did a post, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, that was like, if you like me, give me $100. And I was waiting for you to reply on this and be like, I'll give you $100. And I remember you talking about trying to take the girl out that you worked with, like, I don't know, at the old place you used to work with, and was trying to give her $100 to go on a date with you. Do you remember?
I don't think I did that.
Okay, maybe that was just something we were talking about. Like, here, I'll give you $100 if you go on a date. Like, that you didn't actually say to her, but you were talking to me about it. But either way, it reminded me of that. Like, I'll pay somebody $100 to go on a date with me. And so I was waiting for you to respond on it, and you didn't. I don't think you saw it.
I did see it. I remember seeing it and thinking about responding, but then it's real, like, do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. Like, there's a struggle I have. I come across Sandy's post, and sometimes I'm like, I'm a little drunk, and I'm like, no question, I just do it. And then if it, like, it's sober me during work hours, I look at it and go, like, should I? I'm like, better not. You've already freaked her out enough.
Aww.
Target, picture frame. I see Sandy. Then on the way in, some other guy starts talking to me, and I'm just like oblivious. And I'm like, hey, he can't be talking to me. And it was a guy from work too. He stopped by Target at the same place. And he walks by, and I was like, whoa, what's happening? Why is Target so popular?
Because people go to Target. That's actually like a really big thing that people talk about. I don't ever go. I mean, we go to Target occasionally, but I don't want to drive out there. I don't ever drive out to Menor unless I have to.
It's pretty close to where I'm at.
Yeah, I could see that. It's not very close to where I'm at.
Yes, it is not.
If I can't get it at Walmart, then I usually get it on Amazon.
Oh man, you can't keep giving Jeff Bezos money, yo. Did he go to space?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Who cares? Let's go. Let's talk about Squid Game. Squid Game.
Go ahead.
It was pretty great, wasn't it? Wait, hold on. If you haven't seen Squid Game, you shouldn't listen because I'm going to spoil everything. I'm going to spoil everything.
Or you can not spoil it.
No, we're spoiling everything. I don't want to not talk about it. Okay. I want to talk about the whole thing.
All right.
So that's your warning. Not that anyone's fucking listening. 7 people, who 2 of them are me.
Aww.
So Squid Game. I told Sam to watch Squid Game, and then at first she's like, nah, I can't watch this. The voices don't match up. And I'm like, come on.
It's talked over in a different language. And it's not even the voices don't match with the lips. Like, that's bothersome enough. But the voices don't match with what the people look like. And that's a whole nother issue. Like, not only do they not match the lips, they
Korean.
don't match the look.
They're Korean, and then obviously it's English actors dubbing over it. It would be like some
big black guy talking for me. It's weird.
Crazy. I mean...
Right? It's weird because I don't have that look.
I keep, like, brushing these things. Do you have this over there?
No, I don't like those. Oh, that. No, that's only on the edges or the corners or the sides. Okay,
so Squid Game.
Yeah, it really bothered me. I had to try a couple times to get through it before I got to the first game. And then once they're there and everybody has the masks on, it gets a little bit easier to
tolerate the voices being different?
Yeah, because half of them don't matter because I can't see their faces, so I can't tell if they match their voice or not. So it doesn't matter.
I was hooked after the first game. After the first game, red light, green light, and they're just shooting people, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I remember the old guy, he was like, I have a tumor and I'm playing the game. Right. Do you remember him just like trucking through, like I'm playing the game. He's just like, here we go. Stop.
In the marble game.
Stop. Go.
When they played the marble game and he was like pretending or whatever that he was like losing his mind or was really losing his mind.
He could have been losing his mind. I don't know either because he was like, I used to live around here and then wandering around.
Right, yeah.
I can't. Wait. We're not at the marble game yet. Let's try to stay in order.
We were talking about the old guy. Old man.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hey, old man.
Hey, old man.
Because he forgot his name.
I don't remember what his name is either. I don't remember what any of their names are.
Sanji or something.
456 was the main guy, right? That was his number?
456.
456. So he was a gambler, and then he got that go into the game, which is, it was super. There was this porn star.
Okay.
That posted that she's like, I'm so emotionally invested in Squid Game right now.
Is that why you started watching it?
And I seen it, and I'm like, Squid Game, interesting. And then I brought up Netflix, and then there was like the preview was right there on the thing.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh, Squid Game.
It's like #1 in the
U.S.
today.
I decided to give it a watch based on that porn star. She knows what I like.
Okay. All right. I guess I get that. There's this one movie that I want to watch that I know nothing about because one of the YouTubers that I watch, Bailey, she was like, this is a really good movie. I really liked it. It's really weird. She's my murder stories that I listen to.
All right.
And so I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's pretty cool. I tried to move it over earlier, and you took it from me.
Did I?
And readjusted it.
I'm trying to get it right in the middle now.
Yeah. That's okay. I don't have as much of a problem as like Jake and them. Like
because they always sit in the
so.
sun, always like.
But their voices are so low naturally. Like their tone. Like I have like a high pitched voice. Their tones are so low that they're talking quiet and they have a low tone. Like you can barely hear them.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of Jake. What's he doing? Oh, he's hanging out with his new girlfriend.
You just jealous.
Oh, he's hanging out with his girlfriend.
You just jealous.
Whatever. Who cares?
You're so jealous.
I'm not jealous.
Yeah, you are. If it was the other way around, you'd be hanging out with your girlfriend. You'd be like, haha, Jake, look, I got a girlfriend. Ha ha ha. Screw sucks to be you. It'd be totally mean. Rubbing it in his face and shit. Yes, you would.
I wouldn't be mean, but I would want to tell him things. Guess what I did last night?
Right. Yeah. Things that
He's never going to tell me anything like that, though.
Right. Because it's not your business what they do. And I'm sure that she appreciates him not telling you.
I would tell you.
I don't want to know.
I would tell you everything.
I know. But I don't want to know. You tell me these things that I just don't want to know.
I'm very excited about it.
I know. Well, good. I hope are they doing anything fun?
I don't know. She went down to where he fucking lives.
Right. You told me that she went to his house and you've never even been to his house.
I have not.
Yeah. He doesn't like you as much, I guess.
I guess not. Squid Game.
Oh, okay. Back to that. The red light, green light.
So they do red light, green light, and then they vote to get out.
Yeah.
Then they're like, you can vote on how you want to stay or go.
Right. But the last guy was the final vote. It was like barely. It was like one off that they were.
Yeah, it was like play, don't play, don't play. And then it was the old guy at the last one. And he was like, all right, no, I guess.
Right.
He chose not to play, which really contradicts with his whole storyline.
Right.
Like, I can't believe he chose not to play.
He chose not to because he felt bad for everybody else that didn't want to play it.
Yeah, because I guess if it's that many people that don't want to play,
right.
I guess you go with that.
Right.
No one wanted to make the final decision, though. That was the thing.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody does. And the main guy, he didn't want to make the first decision either. Like, he was... Because he kind of wanted to stay and play for the money. Yeah. And then he voted no just because he didn't want to, like, ruin it.
Right. He thought that's
first off.
He thought that's what the majority wanted. That I think you're right. Yeah, totally. So then they leave, and then episode 2 is pretty... It kind of drags on.
Yeah.
Like, not much happens in episode 2.
It's really boring.
I'm like, what's
I really didn't care for it. Like, the games were kind of... fun or intense.
The games are the best part. The games are what make it awesome.
Right, yeah. No, the games are the reason for it.
But there were some in-between shit that I'm like, all right, I don't care.
Except for the cop, though. He made it pretty interesting.
Oh my god, yeah, the cop, he gets into the game, and then he takes one of the guy's places.
Right.
He's like a circle and then a square, and they realize there's like a whole ranking system.
Right.
Okay, so then what was the next game?
It
was that weird honeycomb thing. Where they have to scratch out the design.
Yeah.
And
that jerk knew what the game was.
He knew what it was, because the doctor, he was taking out organs from the cell, and they were like selling organs on the black market or some shit.
I'm not talking about the doctor. I'm talking about the douchey guy that the main guy was like loving the whole time. He was like, oh, he's so great. He's like the hero of our town, and he went to this college and blah, blah. I was like praising him. Remember they were like, oh, we're going to go as a team? And then that guy, it showed the glimpses of him remembering the game. And instead of saying, oh, yeah, we should all get the triangle, that's going to be super easy, he was like, just do whatever you want. And then he almost told him not to do the umbrella. And then he was like, never mind, good luck.
That was the doctor.
That was not the doctor.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I just watched it.
How would he know?
Because he played those games. And because the one girl that crawled up in the vent said that she smelt the melting sugar. And so when he heard her say that and then saw the shapes on the wall.
I don't remember that part. She smelled the melting sugar.
Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah, and he saw the pictures on the wall, and then it went to the flashback.
Oh, okay.
He knew.
He knew what game they were going to play.
Right, and he told him not to go for the easy one. He said, we'll just separate.
He'd been there already?
No, he played it when he was a kid. Because remember, these are all games from like their childhood.
Yeah, all our childhood games. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't pick that part up. I thought it was the doctor. You know what doctor I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what doctor you're talking about.
He was taking out the organs. I thought it was him. It wasn't him.
I mean, he knew what the games were too. But we didn't know that at that point.
Okay, so yeah, then they separate, and he takes the umbrella, the most complicated shape.
Right.
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
he almost stopped him too. Like, he was like, oh, hey, never mind, good luck. Like, he was going to.
What about that one lady who had the cigarettes in her pussy?
Oh my God, I know. I could not stand her. I was so glad when she was gone.
Yeah.
She's so annoying. She was like begging constantly for people, and I'm so good at everything, and nobody liked. And she was just very annoying. She was loud. Annoying. She was loud, and she was so dramatic.
Yeah, about everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
She was terrible. She was awful.
Yeah.
But she had a lighter though, which really helped through the. And then she gave the lighter to that one guy.
Right.
With the fucking snake tattoo.
Right.
I don't remember what his name is either.
Duck.
Was it Duck?
It's like something.
I don't know. What was his number?
Ducks on you or something.
What was his number?
101.
His was 101?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 101.
Yeah, so just so if you are not aware listening, they don't call each other by their names, which is why we don't know most names. They call them by their number, like their player number.
Yeah.
And then once they get into like the group, then they're like, oh, we should tell each other our names.
So she used the lighter to help her through.
Right.
And then our main guy, 456, he was like licking the thing or whatever. That was a real dumb game though. Just scratch out the shape.
Yeah, well.
And then they're just executing people that fucking break it off.
Right.
And then did the cop come in there?
No, not yet. I was really surprised that I've thought like a bunch of people could win, right? Because at the beginning when they're talking about it, they're like,
more than one wins.
Yeah, everybody that wins all 6 games can go, and then at the first game, 200 people won the game or whatever.
And then they divide the prize money up.
Right. And so I was really surprised that it didn't work out with more than the one. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry.
That's okay.
What was the next game after the honey?
I don't know, but after the honey comes, then there's like a whole riot in the dorm room.
Oh, yeah, where they're all killing everybody.
Yeah, they start fighting.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Is the next game the tug of war?
Yes.
Oh my god, that was crazy. The tug of war one was amazing.
Right.
I love that one.
And that's why the guy with the snake tattoo, the 101.
Yeah.
Why he kicked that annoying girl off the team, because the doctor knew.
The doctor
that
knew
it was tug of war,
that it was tug of war,
and
that they didn't want any women. Yes.
Right.
Oh yes, totally. And then they got the annoying girl on their team and the old guy.
Right. 3 girls. They had 3 girls, an old guy.
Yeah.
And then the other 4 guys or whatever.
But that tug of war was crazy. That game really got me. When I'm like,
I know,
oh
right?
my god, they're playing tug of war right now? They're going to yank each other off the edge?
Yeah.
Oh, that was out of control.
Mm-hmm.
That had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. That game, there I was like, oh my god, no. They were chained to the rope and you just pull for your goddamn life. Mm-hmm. That one really got me.
I see that. I see that it did.
They just yanked the other team off the edge. And then
the one that gave me the most anxiety was the glass. Jumping the glass.
Yes, totally.
That was intense.
But then so they pull them off the edge, and then they still hang there for a second before the thing drops.
Right, and they almost pulled the team off.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't hold them because the other people were so much stronger or heavier or whatever.
But it was crazy that our main guys survived. That old guy was like, everyone face forward and lean back. Mm-hmm. And they're like, hua, gah, cha.
And I wonder if it works. Like, it would be interesting to try in real life.
I don't know. It might work.
Especially them on, opposite sides of the rope. Because typically, you're all on the same side pulling, know?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Remember the last time I did tug of war. Oh my god, I remember the last time I did tug of war.
Okay.
I was in Marine Corps boot camp.
All right.
And we had a whole games day towards the very, very end, and we won.
Good job.
We did win.
Congratulations.
We pulled the shit out of that rope. I remember our drill instructor was so happy. He came in and like, we won that rope. He was so fucking amped because we beat all the other, we were number 1, tug of war, and Strongs. We're just dumb people pulling the rope.
Right.
And we won. And he came in, he was so amped. And then a lot of times they would be like, get on your face.
What?
He'd yell, get on your face.
Okay.
And then we get down in the push-up position.
Uh-huh.
But he was so like, oh, he's like, everyone get on your goddamn faces right now. We're going to go, I want that rope. He was so, like amped up. And we were like, yes, sir, really loud, Mm-hmm. And then he's like, up. And then we push up in the push-up position. And be like, 1. Anyways, that's a different story.
All right. So that was tug of war, and then it was the marbles.
Then it was the marbles, which was kind of lame.
It was so sad.
But at the same time, it was super sad.
I cried so bad.
It was super sad. They were teaming up, and they thought they were going to play other teammates, and then they had to play each other.
I know.
Which I wasn't too thrown off by them having to do that, but I didn't realize. I don't know. Some part of me thought it wasn't going to happen.
Right, like I wasn't expecting that they were going to like have to play each other and one of them would have to die. Like.
But yeah, then him
and
the
then
old
the husband
guy,
and wife.
And the husband and wife, yes. Oh, and then the 2 chicks too. We're talking the whole time, and they're like, "We'll play one game for all the marbles."
Right, I love that she forfeited.
One chick just didn't. She was just like, eh.
Right.
She was like, "I have nothing to live for."
Right. It was sad, but it was like. Good for you.
Yeah, that one was super sad too. And then that old guy too.
He was like
losing his mind.
Bad.
Oh my god. And then he was like, what did you say?
I know.
What did you say? He's like, I said odd.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I guess I lost then. And then he hands it over and I'm like, yeah. I looked at my hands on my head.
And
like,
you could see the guy's lip was like trembling because he knew that it was so wrong and he felt so bad. Ugh.
Oh, and then
I was so sad. And then, he walks away, so you don't see if they shoot the guy or not. But
he walks away, but
the noise is there.
They implied that they shot him to death. I thought he was dead.
I did too.
I was like, wow, that just happened.
I know.
Yeah, but then the married guy.
The dick guy. Oh my god. The guy, the douchey guy that 456 likes, that he raves about. I forget his name and his number. He made it to the end. That guy.
He tricked.
Yeah.
He tricked that one guy.
Right.
He filled his sack with rocks.
I know. I was so mad at him. Like, you lost, and you just, like, this poor... He has a baby at home and a wife, and is trying to, like, free the rest of his family. What was his name?
I have no idea. I don't remember what his number is either. So the one guy who he got tricked and his sack was filled with rocks, he was like an Indian dude, right? Didn't he flee the country because it shows his backstory at the place that he worked? Mm-hmm. That he came to get paid by his boss,
right?
And his boss didn't want to pay him,
right?
And then he gets into his fight, and his boss's hand gets caught in that machine,
mm-hmm.
And he fled the country. That's why he was in Korea. He was originally from like India or something, right?
Right. I didn't realize that's why he fled. I thought he fled, and that happened here before he went to the games.
It was something like that. I think I'm right. But no, I think that's the reason he left, because of the whole incident at his work and getting his boss's hand like chopped off. What are you looking up?
His name.
Okay, so so they do the marble game, and then it's very sad. It's very sad.
I know.
And then they're back at the thing. Oh, we forgot about the riot. Remember the riot? They did the riot because they shorted food.
The eggs. Because the other guys got in line.
The one guy said that they did it on purpose.
Right. I know that they did. But I think that half of that was those guys cut in line and took it, and so they let it happen instead of saying, no, you already got yours.
Maybe. I have to say, I really didn't like that part. When they were eating the eggs.
Why?
Weird. I don't know. The one guy 101 eats his egg like a fucking just like a disgusting pig.
I know, and
He's
then he was
like,
yelling at the guy like, "How are you being this crazy about food? Like you're the one that stole it. You were the one being crazy about food." And then he kills him over a friggin' boiled egg.
I know.
Jesus.
So after the marble game, the husband and wife team, the husband was still alive.
I know.
And he wanted to quit. And he was trying to get them to quit, but they wouldn't. And then it was just like, not
and then he yelled
attention.
at him. It was like, dude, you should have let your wife live. Like, if you want to quit and you don't want to play, like, you just let her die for no reason.
Right. And then he hangs himself.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, oh, God, I can't believe he hung himself. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up his name.
Did you figure it out yet?
No.
We forgot the part where that one crazy bitch is still alive. Remember? She was supposed to team up, and no one wanted to team up with her?
Yeah.
And then they come back and she's still there?
Right, because they didn't want to give her the unfair advantage.
I was pretty surprised by that.
I was too.
I thought they were going to take her and just execute her. Like, no team, you're done. But no, she's like, haha, I'm still here.
Okay, I knew it, and it was like right there.
She was like, haha, I'm still here. He's a migrant worker from Pakistan. I said India.
Abdul Ali.
Yeah, see, he came from Pakistan.
I know. I felt so bad. He was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And he was the one that had won. And he was like, okay, yeah, we'll go see if we can play other teams.
Yeah.
You know, oh, God, I liked him. He was very, very sweet. And that douchebag.
He totally tricked him, yep.
I know.
Awful. So.
And then so.
What about the cop? Should we say something more about the cop? He's like snooping around.
Yeah, he's there at this point.
He's snooping around looking for stuff. He had like a circle at first.
He was looking for his brother.
Then he had a square. Yeah, he was looking for his brother. Didn't his brother win one of the games or something?
No, maybe. Yes, he did. But his brother was the front man.
I know his brother's the front man, but we don't know that at first.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's okay. No, yeah, his brother's the front man. That was a huge twist too. I was
Spoiler!
Like, oh my god! I said they were spoilers at the beginning before we started.
I know.
But yeah, that part.
Right, when he took his mask off.
He takes his mask off and he shoots him.
I know.
His own brother.
Jerk. And then when he's like pulling the bullet out, I was like half waiting to see his brother. Like if maybe he saved his brother and pulled the bullet out and didn't do like a kill shot. I don't know. But then he just saw him in the mirror as like a ghost.
Yeah, he just saw him in the mirror.
I know.
Right.
I had to like rewind it and make sure.
But yeah, there was that one part too where he like knew there was an intruder. He's like,
yeah, because the phone. I knew it as soon as he put the phone back wrong. I said that was wrong.
You did? You noticed it right away?
I did. I noticed as soon as he put it back. I said, "Oh, well, that was wrong."
Always put the receiver down the other way.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I noticed it as soon as he did it. I was like, "Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's where you're gonna get caught."
But we forgot the part where the cop's snooping around. And he finds the people with the doctor who are harvesting the organs. Right. And then he's apparently he was like a scuba diver or something, the original guy. And they were going to go...
Right. Well, they dive to sell the body parts to the boat and then come back. And the head guy didn't know about it. And then so when he found out, they killed them all.
Yeah, something went terribly wrong. The doctor was like, tell me what the next game is. And they're like, we don't really know yet. Right. And he freaks out.
Right. I would too if I was harvesting organs off dead people. So that they would tell me the next game.
Was it when they were going to go play the marble game that the people were strung up, or was it when they were going to go to the glass bridge? Do you remember?
It had to have been the marble game.
It had to have been the marble game, yeah. Yeah, they were strung up.
Right.
Like
saying that
they had an unfair advantage,
right? Because now they were missing a person, and that's why she didn't have a partner.
Is that why she never? Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Because they killed him too. Yeah.
And then he saved the marble, and it ended up helping them, kind of.
Oh, we did save the marble, the last marble from the old guy.
From the old guy.
And then we get to the glass bridge.
I know.
And that glass bridge was fucked up.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my god, and that douche guy, with the snake tattoo, 101, he's such a jerk.
He is such a jerk, yes.
He was like, well, we'll just all die. I'm not going first.
But then that crazy bitch.
I know,
right? Oh my god,
she redeemed herself.
I can't believe she did that.
I know, she redeemed herself a little bit. She did that. A little bit.
She just hugs him, and then they both fall. Oh my god.
Yeah, she like latched.
She latched onto him. She wasn't letting go.
And she made it so that she broke one of the glasses so they would be able to tell which way to go. Like she did, she gave him a hint.
Right. I mean, they could have survived.
And then that jerk guy that was like, "Oh, I can tell the difference," and it's like you just let 10 people die in front of them.
I know. He's like, I'm the glass maker.
They're jerks.
This one, that one, this one, that. But then
they turned off the light.
They were like, "We're just the lights." Bitch,
yeah.
What?
Right.
It turned the lights up. Oh my god.
I would have too, though. That's like, I mean, I don't know. That kind of ruined it because it was such an unfair advantage.
It was an unfair advantage, but I wanted them to win. I wanted them to survive. There was still part of me that was rooting for them. But then the one guy just pushes him.
I know.
He's like, I don't know. Yeah. He took the glass marble to throw it. So
right.
He's like, I gotta listen to it. And then that one guy, he just had enough. He doesn't even care anymore.
Well, because the time was going out. Like, they barely made it across.
They were running
and then
out of time.
All of the glass broke and then stabbed the girl.
You don't see that at first, but yeah, she got a shard in her.
Yeah.
But what about, let's backtrack to the beginning of the glass bridge game. We see all the other higher-ups, the
VIPs.
The VIPs in their animal masks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they was going to get weird and...
I don't know. Did you notice that all of the furniture minus the couches were people? Like the tables?
They were people. Were they real people? Or they just shaped like people?
Oh, no. I think they were real people.
It got weird. And then the one old white guy wanted to fuck the servant.
No, he wanted him to
He wanted to suck his dick. Why do they have to go there?
I don't know. And like, oh my god, he took his robe off and his
He
belly
was
was
so
like covering
gross.
everything. It was so
He
gross.
was so gross.
So gross.
He's like, you have pretty eyes. I'm like, we can skip this part, bro.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Yuck.
Yeah, that guy was a dick. But he killed him.
So, did he kill him? He didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
The white guy?
Mm-hmm.
The old white guy.
Mm-hmm.
The fat white guy died?
He shot him.
Did he shoot him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did.
He did. Because at the end, when he's on the cliff, he's like, you wasted one bullet on the lock. One bullet to kill this person. I know you only have one bullet left.
Okay, maybe he did. I don't remember. But yeah, and then we found out that the VIPs just like bet on the people and they watch the games.
So Frankie wanted me to watch this show, and I knew he was going to want to talk about it today. So I've been binge watching it all day, and so I just watched the final episode like an hour ago.
It wasn't a chore though. It was still pretty entertaining. Like some parts we were saying do drag on.
Right.
But once we get to the game part, it's pretty good.
But then the end dragged on too until like the you know, and I just like it was an interesting idea, and I liked the unknown about the games.
Yeah.
But everything else about it was super boring.
Kind of slow. I don't know. It was different from like anything I had seen before. I was all in.
Do you watch Korean movies very often?
No, I don't. Surprisingly.
I
don't.
Jesus. All right.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
So before the
I forgot where we were at.
before the glass bridge, they had to choose numbers.
Right.
And they didn't know what the numbers meant.
Yeah.
And
and it makes sense to choose a middle number. But I'm glad that I was like sitting there like, why are you taking so long to think about this? Like, just grab a number. And he's like looking at 1 through 4 and was like, I'm like, well, don't grab 1, just grab 4. That's the last one there. And then he just waits too long. And then that guy, I just need to go first. Can I have number 1?
Oh
okay,
my god,
he
was
go.
so like, oh no.
And then he gets up there and he was like, oh fuck. And he looks back at him. Like, he's like,
definitely not the time to go first. But you know, they were right. Grab the middle numbers first. You don't want to go first, you don't want to go last.
Right.
You gotta see how this shit works out before you go.
Right, but only the last 3 people made it through because they broke so many, you know, everybody else died on it.
Oh, remember the one guy that just took off running?
Yeah, and then they couldn't keep up with they couldn't keep up with where he went.
And then fell through.
Yep.
God. But watching those people just try to step and then not make it, it's just like, Jesus. That's crazy. Could I even attempt to step?
And I mean, yeah, that was hard too. Like, they were up in the air. The glass panes were far apart. Like, you had to jump from one to the other. Like, and then you don't even know if they're going to fall or not. Mm-hmm. That was intense, man.
It's crazy.
You see those videos on Facebook, like, of the places that they have the glass bridges that when you step on it, they start cracking?
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. It's like a terrible prank that they play.
Know.
It's like
it's
a
awful.
fake.
Like,
how are you going to do that to people?
I know. Ugh.
So then...
It's my anxiety going over it.
Yeah. So they make it over. The bridge explodes. The one chick gets a shard in her, which they don't reveal yet.
Right, but all 3 of them get a cut right under their eye. Slow-mo.
Yes, very slow-mo.
It was stupid. I'm like, really? They all got a little tiny piece that cut right at the same spot under their eye. You gonna make it just like that? That simple?
And then the other thing that got me was then they gave him like a
steak dinner.
A steak dinner. And then they left the knives for him.
Yeah, it was like, here you go. Go at it.
And then
the douche guy kills the girl.
Dude, 454, is it 456?
No, not 456. He's the good guy. It's the other guy.
No, I was just saying 456 was trying to help her. He was like,
yeah.
Are you okay?
Right.
I'm going to go get help. And then he goes to bang on the door.
Right.
And while he's not paying attention, the other guy fucking kills her.
Well, he kills her because he knew that it would be 2 against 1. And he didn't want to do that. I can't believe he let him live. And then he felt bad that he killed himself. Like,
yeah,
you should have just won and let them kill him. He was bad. He was bad.
And then apparently the last game was the Squid Game that he was talking about when they were a kid.
Right.
And it's basically just a free-for-all brawl.
It was. It wasn't even a game.
They didn't really play the game. They got to the middle and they just fought.
Yeah, he like threw the dirt in his eye, got it across so he could get on both feet instead of hopping, and then
right, because they had to start off.
They just fought each other. There was no game play.
He was only allowed to do on one leg until he goes across the center.
Right.
Yeah, because the rules were even like, the winner, you got to step on the head, or if the other guy can't continue, he's like, what do you mean if the other guy can't continue? It's like, he's dead.
Right.
He's like, all right. It's fucking Mortal Kombat from here out.
Right, yeah, oh my gosh. It was...
But yeah, he was gonna quit. He was gonna give up. He was like, we're gonna choose not to play anymore.
Right. You know what I thought was kind of interesting? Like, most movies, when they have people, like, just killing people that aren't serial killers, like, they have some remorse on it. Like, these people just didn't give a damn that they were killing all these people.
The VIPs? Who?
The players. Like, the group with the guy with the snake tattoo, 101, he was like, they were counting him down. They were like, oh, yeah, we killed 27 people yesterday. Yeah. Like, there was zero fucks given. It was absolutely ridiculous that, like, nobody even cared that they were killing all these people.
456 started really to care.
Right, okay, well, okay. Maybe a couple of them did. You're right, they did. 456 totally did. But most of them did not. They were like, whatever, we're just going to kill a bunch of people. We're going to kill them tonight, too.
But not only that, but what about the fucking, the guys in the pink? You said red before. They were wearing pink.
The guys with the letters on their faces?
Yeah, they were wearing pink. They were executing people left and right.
Yeah, because they lost the game.
Yeah, but they didn't care either. That was just their job. Is that a different?
Yeah, kind of. In my aspect of it, like, I don't know. I assume that they sign up for the job. Like, I don't think they necessarily enjoy it, but they're not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I see it different.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain that.
He was like, I was just following orders. So that's an excuse right there? They can just get out of it?
No, it wasn't. It was the fact that they weren't playing the game. It was different. They weren't doing it vindictively. They were doing it based on the rules of the game.
Sure. That makes it fine. So then the one guy wins.
Right.
And then he doesn't spend any of the money.
Because he feels so guilty that the other guy killed himself.
Well, the one guy killed himself and he wanted him to take care of his mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the end the lady he gave all the money to.
Right.
The one chick.
With her brother.
Her brother.
But it still took him a year to do anything with any of them.
You're right. He didn't do anything for a year. It took him forever to get there. Right. And then the bank wanted him to come.
Yeah, like, the bank was like, "Why are you not spending any money? Can we help you? Is there some investments we can do for you?"
He's like, "No, I got $10 for the bus, though."
Right.
What? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I think that the whole experience was just too traumatizing for him. That it was blood money that he had gotten, and he didn't want to spend it.
But I mean, he went through all that.
But he didn't even pay off his creditor or the people he owed money to. I don't think. Like, it doesn't show it.
Probably not. Oh my god! But then he comes home to find his mom.
I know. Oh my god! I was like, well, that's just some shit.
And she was dead.
That's not okay.
Oh, the whole reason he went back to the game, we didn't mention that. She had diabetes and
and needed surgery.
Her feet were infected or something.
Yeah, they were gonna have to amputate her feet.
They needed to cut them off.
Right. But she couldn't afford the surgery.
Yeah.
And so that's why I went back, and then she ended up dying anyway.
Right. Yeah. Dying from that whole thing. That's what happened. They get I don't know how the diabetes things work, but they'll get gangrene or something will start to develop. And if you don't chop it off, it spreads. You can't stop it.
Right.
You have no choice but to cut it off.
That's why a lot of diabetics lose limbs.
Yeah. And that's probably why she died, because she didn't get it cut off.
Right.
And then the weirdest thing happens is he dyes his hair red.
I know. I don't understand that at all. Like, I guess it was just a fresh start, you know.
Well, I guess we, before he does that, we find that the old guy's still fucking alive.
Was the old guy alive? Oh, yeah. And then after the old guy dies, then he gets his hair done.
Yeah.
That's right.
But anyways, you go back and you're like, is that the old guy? Is he still alive?
Right.
What's happening? You're like, what's happening right now?
He was in charge of it all.
What's happening right now? Why is this old guy still here? And apparently he was... He
was like, I wasn't having fun betting anymore on you guys.
He set up the whole thing.
I decided I wanted to play.
And he's like, the tumor thing is still a thing. I'm like, I really felt for this old guy. You piece of shit. Like, what are you doing to me?
I felt for him, too.
I felt so much for him. Like, he's still alive?
I know.
And, like, part of me was like, all right, all these Korean actors, they kind of look similar. Am I just mixing up old people? What's happening right now?
I did not think that. I knew it was him.
Like, nope, it was him. Mm-hmm. He was the one. What did they call him?
Old man.
No. There was the front man, there was the VIP, and then he had a title himself too.
Oh, the host.
Was he the host?
Yeah.
All right, well then the host, yeah. And he had the bunny mask.
Right.
There was one scene in one point where he had the mask thing. Uh-huh. And he's like, I want to play the games.
I know. Psychotic, man.
But doesn't that mean he broke some of his own rules, though? They strung up those one people because they're like, they had an unfair advantage, and we need to keep everything fair. You know, he knew what every game was going to be.
Did he?
Like, he had to have known.
Why?
Well, even if at first he didn't know
at the very beginning
which one was going to be next, he still was aware of all the games that they played before. It's not like he couldn't figure it out. He totally had an unfair advantage. He broke all their rules. He knew the games, and he showed his face.
I don't know if he... Well, he showed his face, but nobody knew that he was that person, so it doesn't really count as him showing his face.
I guess, but he showed his face.
But he didn't share the identity.
They shot the one guy for showing his face.
Right, but you knew that he was one of the guys in pink with the circle or the triangle or whatever. Like, you knew that he was one of the workers.
He still broke all his own rules.
Whatever.
You don't think he did?
No, I don't.
What do you mean, no, you don't? How did he not do that?
I don't think he it doesn't count that he showed his face because he didn't show his face as who he is. He showed his face as a player. Kind of
counts. It's a little gray area.
But
also, he totally had an advantage over what games they were going to play.
I don't think so. I don't think he had I don't
really?
think he chose the
In
games.
The Marvel game, they didn't kill him?
Yes, that was his advantage, but he still left the game at that point. He was still...
They killed everyone else.
To be dead.
They killed everyone else.
Right. No, obviously they didn't kill him.
What would have happened if they were losing the tug of war?
I thought about that too. I don't know
what would have happened if they were losing the tug of war.
Right.
Would they would have stepped in, or they would have let him die?
I don't know. I thought about that too, though. And with like, I don't know.
Red light, green light. It was totally all on him to not move or whatever. So that's fine. Mm-hmm. And then the marble game. I mean, I guess the marble game, he kind of just let the other guy win.
He did. He even told him at the end, like, isn't that what you've been doing this whole time? You know, like, he knew, he gave him that opportunity to take advantage, and he took it.
Still a pretty,
And then, I don't remember.
See, even
What shape did he get? He got the star, didn't he? For the sugar? The honeycomb?
Maybe.
Yeah, he got the star because Ali got the circle. Douche guy got the triangle. Do you know what's funny though? That game that the girls were playing with the marble where whoever gets it closest to the wall. Me and my friend Carrie used to actually play that game. I didn't know it was a game, but we had like made it up that we were going to do. So we'd get marbles, and whoever could get it closest to the dresser without touching the dresser would win.
They were playing in the marble game. Half of them were doing the thing where you just guess how many is in your hand. I'm not familiar with marbles. Is that something people normally do?
No.
Like, I thought they did the marble game where you put some in the middle.
Right.
And you gotta knock it out of the circle or something.
Well, some of them did that. They showed that too.
the marble game worked.
Well, it was,
apparently
you get 10 marbles, you can play whatever you want.
You could do it however you want to?
Right, yeah, you can play whatever game you want.
Is that how most people do it? Who even plays with marbles anymore?
I don't think most people do anymore, but that used to be a big thing, was playing marbles. You used to, like, flick the marble into the playing field.
Yeah, that's how I thought the marble game was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they're just like, even or odd? Odd. What did you say? Even? God, that old guy betrayed me. I was so involved in that scene. Like, oh my God, he's lying to him. He doesn't know what's happening. His dementia's kicking in. Oh my God. I almost wanted to cry there.
Yeah, I did cry. But he felt bad for it. I mean, you know, the old guy peed himself and he gave him his coat. And then
he did pee himself.
He didn't change out of that number 1 coat until the very end when they gave him the new outfits to wear. He still wore his coat.
But he didn't really directly pee on it. It might have had a little pee on it.
But... No. 456 gave him his coat. So he was wearing 456 coat around him.
Yes.
And then the old man gave his coat, which was number 1, to 456. And 456 was wearing the number 1 coat up until the last game when they gave him the new outfit.
Oh.
And he kept the marble.
Yeah. And then he dyed his hair red for some fucking reason.
We've talked about this show for like an hour.
And then he got a phone call and they knew it was him. He called them.
He did call them, but he gave them his name and birth date. And then they knew it was him.
Then they knew, like, yeah, we have you on file already, bro.
Yeah, they were like, get on that plane. Like, who you watching? How do you know he's at the airport? Who's watching you?
They were, during the game at some point, they were scanning players' necks or something.
Right.
He probably still had a thing in him.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking if they had, like, a chip or something implanted.
They might have had a chip in him.
But even with the workers, like, they scanned their face, and even though the cop was pretending to be the guy, and he wasn't, it was still scanning as number 29.
Yeah. How does that work? Why would they scan his face? He's wearing a mask.
I don't know.
Did we say that the front man was his brother?
Yeah.
I think we did say that. That was pretty shocking, too.
Right, yeah. I don't know. He went there to look for his brother initially.
Yeah. He found him.
Yeah, he did.
Anyways, it was a good show, right?
I mean, it was interesting. It was different.
It was great. I got emotionally invested in it.
I'm not gonna say it was great. It was decent.
It was great.
I probably wouldn't rewatch it. There's plenty of series that I'll rewatch, but I wouldn't rewatch that.
Probably not that one. Yeah, maybe not. I kind of hope they do a season 2. What do you think he's gonna do? He wants to go back and stop the game.
Oh yeah, no, I think if they did a season 2, it would be all about him trying to stop the game and stopping people from playing the game and doing sabotage. And
probably wouldn't be as good though. I want to see people die.
Yeah, but now he has billions of dollars. He could do some damage.
He might be able to do something. I don't know.
I kind of thought that when he found that guy with the card and took it from him, that he was just going to be like, how much do you owe? And give him some money.
That's what he thought he was going to do?
Yeah, instead of, like, hey, don't play the game. Here's $100,000.
That would have been a lot more helpful.
Right.
That would have got him to stop not playing the game.
Beating the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, you're right. He didn't do that at all.
No.
It's not very good.
Yeah, he was like, don't play the game and take the card from him, but then, like, help the dude out.
Hey,
like, you would have liked to be helped out instead of playing the game. You're not spending your money anyway. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, he didn't give it all to that lady.
Right.
He gave her a suitcase full of money. And then you said before, like, just walk away from the suitcase full of money.
Right, yeah. She just walked away. I was like, Sanji, like, close the suitcase at least.
Yeah, totally.
What are you doing, lady?
We're gonna snatch that up.
Oh. It was good that he, got the kid out of the foster care and gave her money to deal with, her stuff. So at the end, he did keep his promises. It just took him a good year to do so.
It took him forever. He didn't do anything for like a year.
He was in a deep depression, living like a hobo.
Yeah. Not getting a haircut. Then he got a haircut and dyed his hair red.
I live like a bum, but I have $45 million or whatever. Billion. God, billion.
What?
Never mind. I was gonna say switching to billion. So they're increasing that to Vax-A-Million to 2 million.
I don't know what you're saying. What?
Ohio has the lottery. If you get vaccinated, you can get put in for a drawing.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh.
They do?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I've seen some.
You could win $1 million, and they drew like 10 winners, but now they're doing it again, and now you can win $2 million.
So I can get vaccinated, and then I get put into this poll?
Yeah.
This lottery?
Yeah.
I've seen some nurses getting fired because they didn't want to get vaccinated.
Oh, yeah. It's happening everywhere.
They're like, you must be vaccinated. And the
it's not even just nurses either. There's a lot of...
I think there was nurses and firefighters and policemen, actually.
Well, I mean, Biden's trying to say anybody that has more than 100 employees needs to get all their employees vaccinated, which a lot of states are making laws that's unconstitutional, and they're not going to do it in their states, and they're prohibiting mandates like that, and so it's going to be a big old fiasco.
I didn't go over any of my notes.
Oh, what are your notes?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, where are we at?
I seen
out there.
I seen a mail lady today.
Okay.
They do mail on Saturday?
Yeah, they always have.
Anyway, so she's walking around.
But yeah.
She's cute. She's got blonde hair, bleach blonde hair.
That's pretty impressive to be cute in that uniform.
It is.
Yeah.
She would probably look good in anything. Her hair was
probably.
very blonde though. I was like, is that my mail person? Holy shit. Come back. I almost Snapchatted her. I seen her walking. I'm like, I gotta get my phone to show people.
Take a video of her.
Yeah, look how hot my mail lady is. Jesus.
Well, you can be one of those people that get your mail person, holiday gifts.
Yeah, I'll leave it outside or something.
Mhm. Is your mailbox on the road, or is it attached to your house?
It's on the side of my house.
On the house.
She's got to walk right up to my door.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a package delivered myself. What ones do they have to knock on your door for? Do they just leave them on the steps? How does this work?
If you have something that needs to be signed for, then they have to.
What would need to be signed for?
I don't know.
I have to figure that out.
I don't know. I guess if you send certain mail at the post office, you can request that it's signed for. You can say that it's sensitive documents and it needs to be signed for, but then you'd just be sending it to yourself, basically, so that you could see her. And then you'd have to take the day off of work to be home.
I would have to, yeah, because it wouldn't work otherwise.
I mean, that's pretty intense. You could just hang out on Saturday, and then when you see her coming down the road, go outside to do some yard work.
The thing is, I don't even know if she's the regular one. Are they usually the regular ones? They keep the same route all the time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be. I didn't expect her to look like that, is all I'm saying.
Right.
I expected her to be like a black lady for some reason.
What, you expected your mail lady to be a black lady?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think I've drove home before in the Painesville area before I lived in where I'm living now. And there was this black mail lady walking around.
Right.
And for some reason in my head, this is the mail.
I think we got a guy, but our mailbox is on the other side of the
road.
road.
And he drives a truck.
Yeah, so I
on
don't
the
ever
opposite
see
side.
them.
On the wrong side, he's got to reach over to the steering wheel. Who designed this?
Oh, no. Their steering wheel is on that side.
It's on the opposite side.
Yeah. So if the mailbox is here and he's driving here, his steering wheel is here, and then the mail is over here where the driver's side usually is. Their steering wheels.
He sits on the passenger side.
Right.
And the steering wheel is still on the driver's side.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
You haven't seen that?
No. Why would it be?
It's on the other side.
Why? How would he drive it like that?
Like this, with one hand.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
And the pedals are on his side.
What?
You've never seen this?
That's crazy.
Oh
I don't know if I believe you. I guess I never thought of it.
You've never seen this? Man, truck.
Yeah, look, see? See, look, he has a steering wheel right there.
That's not the same thing. There are ones, I swear to you, where they're sitting in the passenger side.
Look, see? Look. His steering wheel. Why would they put the steering wheel on the other side than the pedals? That doesn't make any sense.
And they reach
over. They have to drive, to their area.
I've seen it before. I swear to God.
I don't think so. That's crazy. Because they have to, drive those trucks for so many miles before they even get to their route. Some of them have to go on the freeway and stuff.
Oh, my
there's
God.
no way.
I'm not
there's
finding
no way.
the image. This
I don't
can't
believe
be
it.
the only... I can't be the only person that's seen this.
In business since 1936, Salisbury is
Truck.
What's up, guys? How are you? George is here, and today I'm going to take you on a tour on the post office vehicle, or LLV, long life vehicle. So this vehicle is built on a Chevy S10 chassis. The whole thing is built by Chevrolet.
See, this right here says it's steering wheel and controls on the right side
Here's the
of the
steering wheel.
truck.
It's probably from the early 80s.
There, see? Steering wheel.
So
No, that's not the kind of truck I'm talking about. I'm telling you, there's ones that they drive.
Well, okay, maybe there are somewhere, but that's not the typical mail truck. Yeah, that's not the typical mail truck.
See, look. Oh my God.
See, look what? You can't find it, can you?
I mean, this is what I was talking about. Look, he's putting the mail in there. He's sitting on the one side, steering with the wheel with the thing.
Right, but I don't think that's how most of them are.
I swear there are some like that.
Okay.
I swear they drive these around more, neighborhoods. Like, they wouldn't have one on your street, but maybe if you get more into the Madison area.
No, most of them have walking. Most of the...
Oh, yeah, they walk.
Yeah.
I guess they would walk.
And more, condensed
I swear
neighborhoods.
there used to be a bunch like this where he sits on the one side and steers. Because he needs the steering wheel out of his way so he can sort the mail and stuff and stick it in your box. Stick it in your box. That's why the steering wheel is not right in front of him. It's on the other side.
Right, but I don't think it is.
Because he needs to be able to go through stuff on
right,
the one
no,
side.
you lean to the side and go through it like this.
He does it on his lap.
Yeah, no. Why would you? No.
That's totally a thing.
All right, well, that's
Wrong
fine.
side, mail drivers push the envelope daily. These federal servants are seldom issued mail trucks and must drive sitting on the side rather than up front of the steering wheel. See, they're sitting on the opposite side, just like I'm talking about. This is totally a thing that they have.
Okay, all right.
From there, they must also accelerate and brake and steer. The driver's seat is empty or has a stack of mail. The driver takes the passenger side to reach out the window to mailboxes strung along country roads, and from there must also accelerate and brake and steer. The practice of wrong seat driving in rural I can't say it. I'm totally fucked up. America invokes statements of disbelief from some National Postal Association, Washington, blah, blah, blah. Wrong seat driving is illegal, and police say usually wrong seat driving is legal and usually safe. See, no, it's a whole practice. Maybe they're getting rid of it, but the first brought mail to farms and families in 1896. It's a thing that happens.
So, do you know that they're making a bunch of cuts on the Postal Service, on United States Postal Service, where now your mail's going to take even longer to get to you, even though it's already been taking long because of COVID?
I don't mail anything, so I don't notice.
Well, we get our bills mailed to us.
You don't just get them emailed to you?
No.
All right.
I pay most of them online. There's a couple of them that have to send out, like hospital bills and stuff.
There is this one other thing I wanted you to look at that is silly. And you might not react, but that's okay.
All right.
So, there was this movie that was at a Redbox, and I wanted to read the review on the movie. It's called Jurassic Hunt. And basically, let me read some of the summary here. In this pulse-pounding sci-fi thriller, female adventurer Parker joins a crew of male trophy hunters in a remote wilderness park. Their goal, slaughter genetically recreated dinosaurs for sport. Right? So it's like they're trophy hunting
right.
on
Dinosaurs.
an island.
I got you.
With dinosaurs.
Got you.
Okay, so ridiculous, theme. Obviously unrealistic.
Right, okay.
Compared to real life.
Mm-hmm.
And this person left this review, and it made me go, what? Just like that. It's this one right here.
I see.
You want to read it?
Oh.
This one right here?
This is disgusting. We discourage people from hunting our wildlife, even though this is fiction. This encourages bad behavior. Had to turn it off. Sadly disturbing. Hollywood has turned into a cesspool. Okay. I mean, I guess I kind of maybe understand that.
But it's obviously a ridiculous movie.
Right.
It's not encouraging anyone to hunt dinosaurs.
No,
Dinosaurs aren't real.
It's encouraging them to hunt
this is the
illegal game.
Dumbest fucking review I've ever seen. Who is this person
I don't
that
know.
I hate?
Some whiny person.
This is retarded.
But
why would they leave that review?
I don't
Why
know.
would they think that would encourage anyone to do anything?
Maybe they think it's encouraging people like to hunt like the white rhinos and stuff.
I don't think it is.
Hunting animals into extinction.
It's the dumbest review.
A lot of people don't like hunting. They don't agree with it.
I see that, but they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, but they're
obviously
still
not
hunting.
real.
Hunting is real.
It's obviously not real. that
Dinosaurs
they're
aren't, but hunting is.
Why is your nose so itchy?
I don't know, dude. It just is.
It's making me want to rub my nose.
Sorry.
All right, we gotta end this.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a good night.
Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good night. Oh, I gotta do the outro.
Oh, yeah. Do your music. That's probably good.